Howdy, howdy, and welcome to Back for Blood Beta. We have gotten an early access key, and we've been playing this for quite a few hours. And I wanted to, rather than giving a first impressions, I wanted to actually play the game for a bit and then talk about the game as I play it. Well, that'll be the best. And we are just randomly matchmaked into the newer content because there was an alpha that came out that some people had covered, so I didn't want to bother going through those levels, any of those levels again. So start from fresh for what's in the beta. Ooh, which one's better? I think that one first. Oh, okay. Okay, we get to take multiple. One remaining, and we take damage. So as you saw here, obviously there are cards now. This game is basically Left 4 Dead, but like further on in like the story.
And I think I know
Ah.
We've identified what we believe is a major infected incursion point at the old Blue Dog mine. I dispatched a cleaner team under Palisaro to deal with this situation. Last transmission we received from them was that they were approaching the mine but facing heavy opposition.
So as you see, there's quite a few new things in from Left 4 Dead, and basically this is Left 4 Dead but newer and updated and better in quite a few many ways, in my opinion. I didn't play Left 4 Dead like a ton, but I did play quite a bit of it and did enjoy quite a lot of it. It does look like these people are speedrunning, which is I'm not too fussed about. I've been playing this in quite many different ways recently. They're definitely on the speed run, so we just kind of want to catch up right now, otherwise we're going to be caught behind. But yes, as you can see, there's lots more added to the game to basically flesh it out from Left 4 Dead, from what I remember Left 4 Dead being. Like, it was just like, you didn't get as many item choices, couldn't take as much with you. Like, obviously I've got a quick item, which is that toolkit, which is number 3. I've got meds, which is number 2, and then I can take an offensive item, which would be bound to 1 for me. There are melee weapons in this game, which I honestly do not remember if there were any in Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2. I didn't play Left 4 Dead 2 that much, to be completely honest. This might be difficult. Oh, okay. Because they have just run off, I am now in a bit of position. But I can kind of catch up. I'm not too far behind these guys. But as you see, that's literally the first level speedrun. This is on the easiest difficulty, so things aren't that hard. Don't really need to stay that close together. Pretty good. And there we go. As you can see, completely new characters. So the story has progressed onwards, I believe. And you are a group of survivors here, but there's also like cleaners, which are, as far as I can tell, like survivors who are sent out on missions to clean up certain areas of Ridden and do certain tasks and jobs. We've just had obviously people leave, but never mind, it's okay, because bots will fill in and then people can jump in place of those bots. So it's a pretty good system. I think that was the same as the previous one as well, and for Left 4 Dead. But story-wise, so far, it's pretty interesting. I would love to see where it all... Some more trauma and health. And there you go. So we've got all new characters, see? All new stories behind them. And I'm really interested to see how it all goes. As you can see, there is like modding as well, and this shop is a great new addition, because I don't believe there was a shop in the other two. Oh, got some people out there. But you can still kind of cheese a little bit by staying in the safe room and killing some enemies before you exit. Tip! Always change to your sidearm when you start a new map or round or match or whatever you want to call it, because quite often your sidearm won't be reloaded. So if you end up trying to quick swap to it, you will have some problems. So let's get on with this then. That movement seems really nice. You want to be careful not to go too many of them. Because if you set a car alarm off, you can get a horde. And as you can see, when I was meleeing, I was getting a green like aura around the edge of my screen. Showing right there. That is healing. So when that happens, that is you being healed. So there's a lot of indications of what's going on. There's always, like, you got your HUD on your screen as well, which really helps out, telling you where you need to go, what your objective is, and then that silencer's gold is like optional objectives to get even more scrap. There's a whole new, as you saw with the cards, there's a whole new feature with the cards and building decks and things, which means I may be playing as Mom this time, but the next time I play, I could choose Mom again, but end up with different cards. And each player who plays can have obviously their own unique deck, which allows for a lot of customization and a lot of unique gameplay. So that you might play with one Mom who's a big healer, but then you might play with another Mom who's like full shotgun or something like that. Like, kind of different builds you can play. But they are all down to blocking the cards through the supply lines. I will show towards the end of this video. I'll probably do this level and then probably quit out of it and show you some of the other features, because there's an base now. There's like an actual base social kind of area that you can practice your aim. Obviously load up the game mode versus campaign play. Also has a supply line section to it, so you can go and unlock more cards and cosmetics and things like that. Just trying to think quickly off the top of my head if there's anything else, because I do know that coming up is not a great area, plus also having all of this fog is not the best. Rare sidearm tech 9, that will be better than the basic thing I've got. And as you can see, there are still crates and things you can pings things up for allies and stuff. So you can do that. There's a whole oh, there we go. Back for Blood. I was gonna say that was like really bad resolution, but okay. Bots also can teleport to you, as you can see. Very useful in certain circumstances. So don't ever think, oh no, the bots are going to get stuck or left behind or something. They don't. They literally teleport. I believe when you ping an item as well, it also shows all of its rarity, so people can actually tell from it. And a minigun, you see, and it says to use 3 to toolkit. So just to show what a toolkit does, we will do it, and we get a beautiful minigun. So what I can actually do, I think, yep, place the minigun there. One of them will jump on it, and they've now got a great vantage point for us. As far as I know, can I?
If you're waiting for an invitation, here it is.
Yeah, you can't command the bots as far as I know, so that is just one little downside, but it will probably either break the game or make the game too easy if you could actually command the bots, especially individually. But that could be a future update that they bring in, like for you to be able to command the bots either as a group or even individually, and allow some massive micromanagement to go on for certain people. And if you look at the bottom, Bot Hoffman now has a little cloud icon next to him, and he disappeared, which means I believe a person has matchmade into a server, and it's just waiting for them to load, and then they need to select if they want to spawn in or back out. And I believe they chose to back out rather than spawning in, which I'm fine with. So, there you go. Calls the horde. I was about to say, I was trying to find the indicator. It always will tell you if it's going to call a horde or not. So it's always nice. Don't know if that happens in Nightmare mode, but because I've not played Nightmare mode, because it is insanely hard from what I've heard. I played a little bit of Veteran, and this is again Survivor, the easiest difficulty. So we'll start this up and get back to where our lovely trusty minigun is. And we are going to defend this side. Currently there is like a bit of, it looks like lag because some of them teleport about, but I believe that is just the bots teleporting. This was an insanely difficult section when I very first did it, but it was because I had no idea what was going on and had them swarm from all directions. Did you kill it? Yep, you managed to kill it. Cool. And you see, easy as pie that time. Easy as pie. So if we just keep running, he will eventually get dragged towards us and off the minigun. The bots, though, as you can see, do have a very bad habit of shooting you in the back. So I really do hope that that gets kind of sorted out. Especially if you start playing, because in Survivor there's no team damage. As soon as you go to Veteran, there is team damage, and then Nightmare increases that team damage. So if you play Nightmare with bots, I think the bots could actually kill you so fast trying to shoot other zombies, trying to protect you. So, bit of a downside there. But the graphics in this game are insanely good. Like, I was playing on epic everything earlier. I was getting a little bit of frame lag here and there. Just to give people an idea, I'm actually playing on an i7 77K with a GTX 1080 Ti, a Zeus ROG Strix model. So, not got like a super latest computer, but I don't have a weak computer. So, this game runs like a charm. Pretty much everything. Okay, Evangelo. I called him Evangelo, but is it Evangelo? I think it's Evangelo. He is actually stuck on that minigun, unfortunately. That is a bit of a bug, because he's supposed to teleport towards us. Again, it's the beta, so there are a few bugs here and there. Some of the funniest bugs, to be honest, all the bugs I've seen have actually just been funny bugs. Nothing that's actually broken the game and like completely broken the experience in negative. I've had a couple of the tall boys. I've seen a couple of the tall boy get stuck half under the floor. So obviously, like, they were easy to kill. It wasn't a scare like factor from them gone. Couldn't chase us anywhere, but also at the same time, it was just hilarious. Just tall boy with just half of his body sticking out of the ground, spinning around in circles trying to grab us all. It was so funny. And
This is no place.
I'm what the hell has happened here? Oh my god, I'm not even recording, but I'm gonna grab a clip of this. The beta has completely like bugged out, and this one guy we've joined, he's got 3 bots, but then there's me and 2 other people.
Good or just
There's 3 hollies! Because no, there's 2 hollies. And there's 2 Hoffmans.
They're all around me.
And yes, that should have just showed you a lobby where the guy was hosting. He had 3 bots with him, and me and 2 other randomers joined his lobby, and it did not remove the bots. And it actually ended up being this level itself. And he had ran all the way to the end. There wasn't literally anything to do left but the end of it, so I just wanted to show you that little clip to also showcase that bug out, because that one was pretty entertaining. But what we got here? Ooh, firecrackers, which are kind of useful. Ooh, pipe bomb, even better. Pipe bomb is even better. Right.
Shotgun over here.
No. It doesn't show the rarity, but it does show its power, which is 37. But if you look down at the bottom right, you can't see the current power of your weapons. Yeah. Also, you may have just noticed I have Q and E as my keybinds for first and second primary and secondary weapons. That is just something I've had for a very long time in general FPS gaming. Please don't hate on me. It's actually really useful. I will always make sure that I can, like, especially in games where you got 3 weapons, like a primary, secondary, and like a special weapon or a heavy weapon or something that's separate. Because that way you can always make sure you grab the correct weapon. You have the correct weapon in your hand, and when going quick swapping and stuff, you never have the wrong weapon in your hand. I used to play Destiny a lot, and that was a strategy and tactic I used for Destiny PvP. So I could go from primary to power weapon, one button press. Right. Also, try not to actually stay near edges. You might think, oh yeah, sticking near walls might be useful. Yeah, but as you can see, it is not by far. You just get so many enemies. There are suppressors in this game. Just wanted to point that out, because I've actually ran this area with suppressor, and it's so much easier. Hey, there's one of the big boys.
Ain't seen much that can run around without a head.
Hey, and nice and easy to kill because it's easiest difficulty. Big boy, he will crush you with that thing. Yeah, what have I talked about? Talked about some of the game, some of the features. Not actually talked about gameplay properly yet. But right there, as you sprint, you got a stamina bar. You sprint and jump, blah blah blah. So kind of basics there, nice and good. It's nice and responsive. It's not like laggy or slidey or anything like that. Like, the game seems nice and responsive. As you can see, the bots pretty much have infinite ammo, so you can pretty much do nothing at all and have the bots just get everything. Currently, I have not yet found a way to play without bots and go full solo dolo, which could be interesting. It might not even be possible though. Oh. Okay, this is a secret I've literally just found. I've actually never noticed it before. If anybody else has seen this, shout out in the comments down below. You're the pro gamers. So it makes a sound. It's the golden skull being lifted out. What is this? What is that? I'm gonna have to run this level again and get a decent screenshot of that. Can. But okay, so we just need to basically get to the end. There's somebody who's joined. Bot even Jello. Luckily, yeah. So they will take over the person who's the bot that's actually bugged out right at the back of the map. Oh no, they took over Holly. Okay, I think multiple people are loading in. Get some heals going.
You might feel better after hitting up the first aid cabinet.
Hear that?
Oh. Okay, cool. Also, being in the bushes is not great because the enemies can, like... They can wall hack blatantly. They know exactly where you are and come rushing for you. You can spend forever trying to find an enemy in a bush. So it's not the best tactic to stand in a bush. What am I stuck on? I was pressing W the entire time and I was stuck on summon. There we go, get rid of that exploder. The glowy parts on the special ridden are their weak spots. So they will deal extra damage. And we're coming up to one of my favourite parts of this level. And normally I end up actually doing the objective myself and just doing it really, really quickly. But this time I'm actually going to let the other players do it for once. Because that is something I have noticed as well. In certain areas, people don't do the objective. Like, I don't know if they notice in the top left-hand corner, it always tells you what your current objective is. But some players really don't seem to do it and just stand killing things indefinitely. It's a little bit weird. So opening the safe room will call a horde. So I'm here. I'll open it. Get ready. Fight bomb.
Ugly's ahead.
Damn, thing will wake up every ridden from here to me.
Boom. And in we go. Close the door. And normally you would have to grab these fortification boards, and as you see there, fortify everything. But I'm gonna defend for once. Just try and stop these specials from getting inside. We've got one fully done. They're working on the second one, which is good. I'm just going to keep you defended with the bat. Haven't fully done that one in the corner there. I don't think they can make it go back in progression though. There we go, get rid of that guy. Quickly open this up. And we will be shortly done. As you see, mods. Mods. Suppressor. Love it. Now I've actually got the suppressor on.
I'm fine, Christine. Just a scrape.
Well,
There we go.
we're all still breathing, so that's something.
This might be completely bugged out though because the bot is bugged out over there. So I don't think we can actually finish it.
Hold your horses. Getting spread too thin here.
You can't command the bots in any way. And you see, this one teleports. So unfortunately, I think this is basically the end. If we had the bot in, it would have actually completed it. We would get the supply points. But that was what I kind of wanted to show you. When you complete each section, you get supply points. And the supply points is kind of like... there's a few things in this game for replayability. Unlike how Left 4 Dead kind of felt. Because Left 4 Dead felt like the only replayability you got was fun enjoyment. It didn't even seem like there was proper RNG in the previous game. This one definitely 100% has quite a lot of RNG. You won't necessarily find the same objective in the same place all the time, right? Or it will tell you to take a different route from another one, and blah blah blah.
This is no place for lone wolves.
If they're trying to jump up when you can go through, not that area that you have the problem with. It's this one. Can't get up back up there. Yeah. Oh, I did it! I actually did it! I don't, you know, wow! You are not supposed to be able to get back up there. Come on, 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 come on. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! We unbugged it! Come on, Mash. Yes, Mash. Mash is the MVP. Coming with me to unbug it. I don't know how I managed, but it was jumping and shooting. I honestly don't know how I managed to do that. I've spent and seen so many people attempt that. I'm gonna have to clip that and whack that up somewhere. There we go. I'll do a NVIDIA shadow play clip. Oh, that's epic. That has actually just made this even better. So after this, we will say GG's and bringing the video to an end because it's actually getting close to the 30-minute mark. So, there's just so much with this game. It's a really, like, this genre hasn't been done for so long, and it's been done really well. Like, I'm pretty sure it's by the same people who, this is made by the same people who did Left 4 Dead 2, and they've done an awesome job.
Just make sure I don't have to carry you guys.
It is pretty much the same feeling as Left 4 Dead, but better, bigger, more stuff to do in it. Just in general feels so much better, because the other one just kind of felt like it a bit meh, a bit wishy-washy kind of thing with a few aspects. GG's. So we are now going to leave game. This is a amazing splash screen. Right. So here we are, the actual base, the thing that you load into, and you have campaign person here. So the usual blah 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 blah. Oh, that's how you do it then. That's how you get bots only. But currently you're not allowed. Okay, currently you're not allowed, but that is how you would get bots only, is by going to the preferences. This is Intel, your cards. This is your decks. You can also just access any of the things just by pressing tab on a keyboard on PC. Controller, I'm not sure. I believe it will be like your back button or select, depending on what controller you have. And these are your supply lines. I've already gone through the first supply line, and then it gave me these three. But there was another one here prior to that, and then I went through that supply line, and then it replaced with this one. So hopefully I have enough to get this, which is to shoot while sprinting 150. No, I don't. Because I basically wanted to show you Once you grab the last one in the supply line and you unlock 8 of 8 or however many of however many, it's next time you load up the supply lines, it will actually reset to a new one with like upgraded or more rare cards for you to use. And then obviously you'll go to your deck and you can have up to 15 cards. You can go through and put whatever you want. It's match how you want. Sorry, yawning there a bit. Haven't actually played Versus yet. Versus is a game mode I've not actually played yet. But I have watched quite a bit of it on other people's streams, so I can give a bit of feedback from at least a viewpoint kind of standpoint. The Versus game mode does seem interesting. I would like to know how their matchmaking is done though, because at this type of game, it definitely does not want like a skill-based matchmaking. Especially when you click versus, it just goes straight into it. If there was versus casual versus ranked, or versus casual versus nightmare, whatever, if they split it, then I will accept skill-based matchmaking. If it's just versus like this, it needs to have skill-based matchmaking out of it. It needs removing if it's got it. If it does, as you can see, you can do lots. There's lots and lots and lots of things to lock. Just so much cosmetical stuff mess about with. So there is a lot if you want to customize and stuff. And then lastly, one of the best features about this is when you step out here, step outside of these doors, you see you pick up your gun. You are in the testing firing range, as you see, and you can see how much damage you deal. So you can see where fall off happens. So you can figure out just about where you need to be standing with those shotgun shots to deal most damage. But also on top of that, you have all the guns in the game. These might not actually be all the guns in the game, to be honest, but these are all the guns that are in the game currently as the beta, and that do spawn in whilst doing your missions. But yes, also out here, you can shoot your allies. So, thank you all for joining and watching this video. It's been a pretty long video for me, I will have to say that, but thank you all for watching. Drop a like if you liked the video, drop a dislike if you didn't like the video. Remember to hit that red subscribe button and the bell to get notifications on any of my new videos. So, thank you all, and be safe, be well, and I'll catch you later.